morning. Welcome to Evangeline Mornings on UGN's Louisiana Television. I'm Nancy Kay, and we're excited to talk to Miss Virginia Ginger Lecompte, who is the Executive Director of St Landry Evangeline United Way. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And did I pronounce Lecompte right?
Lecompte.
Lecompte, okay.
I know
Around here we say Lecompte, but
I
it's
know.
Lecompte. Okay. So can you provide a little bit of history about St Landry Evangeline United Way?
Sure.
Yeah.
United Way is just one of like 1,200 United Ways across the country. And we're all affiliated in that. We have a network. But we weren't always a United Way. Originally, we were called United Funders or Community Funders. And that was in the 50s. And so they chartered as a United Way. And from that point on, we've always been a United Way. And we've been in different locations, sometimes because of hurricanes.
Yes.
We've had to relocate, but we are now in Opelousas.
Okay.
But our primary mission is to assist in our communities. We all have common problems, but we also have very unique problems. And we focus around the areas of education, health, and financial security. And so we kind of focus in on those areas and finding solutions to the problems.
Nice. And what exactly is your role as Executive Director? What do you do?
As Executive Director, my primary function is the day-to-day operation, but also to do program development and fund development. Of course, we're nonprofit. Without funds, we cannot, our mission wouldn't be successful.
Right.
And so we're always looking for opportunities to collaborate and to partner with local entities, whether that be government or private businesses, whatever, to look for and kind of identify what our problem areas are. And then together, through funding and other resources, we work together to work on those problems.
Okay.
So I'm always looking for money as a
course.
nonprofit.
Of course.
And also developing programs or collaborating with others who are working on programs.
Good. And can you elaborate a little bit more about this particular branch office? Because I know you said you focus on education, and so is that kind of specific to this area as opposed to other United Ways that would?
No, really, when you look across the board and you go on any of the United Ways websites, they are all focusing on those building blocks, what we consider the building blocks of a community, and that's education. And some areas may have a dropout rate that they're trying to tackle, academic issues, literacy. So it just depends. It's a little bit more fine-tuned, but we focus on the same things: education, health, access to health, healthy choices, working with hospitals and clinics and the medical professionals to make sure our children are healthy, and then financial stability. And we all look at every single community is probably faced with insecurities around financial stability.
Yes.
And so in our area, Louisiana is generally a poor state. Locally, our United Way looks at Evangeline Parish and St Landry Parish, and we look at the data around income and workforce and seeing how we can assist those people who are working but just barely, making it.
Right. And of course, education is a correlation to the poverty rate. And so it's no surprise that Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama are the lowest in education in the nation, and also some of the poorest states.
Yes, they are linked. I don't know if everyone realizes that. Education is sort of the underpinning of everything else.
Yes.
Because without it, a quality education, the other things in our lives suffer.
Right.
And so we see that as one of our biggest focus areas is working on education and early childhood education.
Yes, absolutely. So what kind of programs are offered specifically here in Evangeline Parish?
Well, when we look at education, I'll do that first. We look at early childhood literacy and making sure children are ready to learn so that by kindergarten, they are equipped with enough vocabulary and language skills that they are already ahead of the game. And so we have the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, which is a great popular program.
It is. Love Dolly.
Yes. And she herself believes that she wants her legacy to be the book lady.
Right.
And so what we do, we're the affiliate in this area, so we provide the funding that will ensure that children from age 0 birth to age 5 can receive a free book each month. And they're age-appropriate books, and they're very quality books. Authors are chosen very, they're scrutinized, and they go through a vetting process. So we know these are quality books. Now, we always have a waiting list.
Yes.
So if you're listening to me speak, we encourage you to sign up, and you can sign up on her website. But we can only allow children into the program based on the funding that we receive.
Right.
So that's where the funding comes in.
Yes. Yes.
So that's one of the things that we do. We just excited that we're able to partner with the community of the Evangeline Parish communities and the school board to launch the Leader in Me, which the Leader in Me is not really a program, but more of a concept and a culture change. It changes the paradigm in our schools, where children are taught leadership skills using the basic 7 habits. The Franklin Covey and Stephen Covey started for executives and professionals, the 7 habits of effective leaders. And so we kind of translate that and move that and scale it to children. And
that
so
is a wonderful idea.
yeah, and so the children in the Leader in Me schools are learning concepts about goal setting and win-win, how to problem solve, conflict resolution, being sharp and sharpening the tool, making sure you're doing your homework first before you're playing. And all of these habits are integrated into everything they do, and every person in the school, from the janitor and the cafeteria ladies all the way to the teachers, the principals, the bus drivers. They all are trained in the language of leadership, so they're always talking about it.
I did not know that.
And children as young as our Head Start programs in Opelousas or in St Landry Parish are using these skills. And so we've able to launch 4 schools this year in Evangeline Parish. We've got 18 schools in all, and in both parishes, and we're very excited about that. You're going to see a difference in how it's affecting attendance, how it's affecting academic performance, and how it's affecting discipline. And the parents, teachers, everyone is very excited about it.
I'm excited about it. I don't even
Yes.
have kids, but I'm excited about it.
It's going to change, really. We've seen it change the entire culture of a school.
I was going to say it's going to change our future of our, of our parish, of our area, and
Yeah.
of our state as well.
Yeah, because the kids
Yeah.
bring that concept home,
Yes.
and then it changes the family dynamics.
Yes.
And that changes the community.
And then when
So-
they grow up, they're going to have all of these important skills. They're going to be better educated and go out in the world and do great things. And
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
So that's a couple of things in education that is, our footprint is here in Evangeline Parish that we're really paying attention to, those 2 areas. In health, we've partnered with Single Care, and I don't know if you've seen the commercials on TV, but Single Care is a discount prescription drug program. And so with the card, you can go to your chain, like the Walmarts and Walgreens, and get a discount on your medicine. And we've seen huge discounts. I had a lady tell me that her medicine, and which I can't even fathom, was $600, and with this it was like $90. So
my gosh.
she made a huge difference.
Talk about. And now you also have a Family-Wise program?
Well, that was Family-Wise.
So that is Family-Wise, okay.
And they were merged or whatever with
Okay.
Single Care, and so
Single
now
care.
it's Single
Okay.
Care.
Good. Well, let's take a little break because I
Okay.
want to hear more about St Landry Evangeline United Way. We'll be right back with Ginger Lecompte. Not LeCount, Lecompte. Right after this on Evangeline Mornings on UGN's Louisiana Television.
Hi, my name is Ian Fontenot, and I'm with Cajun Broadband, and I get internet way out here. Oh, I got a tweet. So what's good about Cajun Broadband, you got a local company, you got local customer support, you got small businesses, couldn't even have a peace of mind knowing that their security cameras work in the evening, you know, because the service just wasn't up to par. And we come in and we're an option, and we're a local option.
Be strong and courageous. That's the message Jesus has for you if you're injured or ill. Keep your eyes on Christ and let us at Fontenot Physical Therapy and Fontenot Physical Therapy West help you run the race. Fear is useless. Just trust in Jesus and let us help you have hope in your future. Have a happy new year and God bless you.
Welcome back to Evangeline Mornings on UGN's Louisiana Television. I'm Nancy Kay. We've been talking with Executive Director of St Landry Evangeline United Way, Ms. Virginia Ginger Lecompte. And you've been telling us all about the great programs United Way has to offer, and you have some more to discuss with us.
Yeah. We had talked a little bit about education and health, and the third pillar that we look at is the financial stability. And we know that always perks up everyone's ears because we know that in the two parishes, we have about 40% of the people who are struggling. We call those ALICE people. And ALICE is an acronym for asset limited. So they have fewer assets and they're working. So it's asset limited. Alice. It's like income constrained.
Okay.
Income constrained. Basically, we've talked about them as the working poor. They aren't making enough money to make ends meet every month, but they're not also a lot of times eligible for government programs.
Right.
And so they fall in that middle range. And so if you combine those 40% with the 25% that are in poverty, defined by the federal government, we have 65% of the people who are like one emergency away from a financial crisis.
Yes.
And that can be a flat tire.
It absolutely can.
You know, it can be your child is sick and so you can't go to work that day. So if you don't go to work, you don't get paid.
Yeah.
If you don't get paid, you can't pay that bill that's already late.
If you get an illness that you have to take off even just a few days or a week, then you're out of a week of pay if you have no PTO.
Right.
Yeah.
And most of our workers are not professionals, but they're the people that we rely on every day.
Yes.
They're the store clerks and the convenience store and the people on the front lines a lot of times. We even have teachers that considered in that group, policemen. And so we look at them and they've kind of the forgotten folks. They don't always ask for help and they don't ever know that there is help. And so we kind of have shifted our focus on those forgotten people that we know make everything work.
Right.
But we would depend on them. And so we call them ALICE, the ALICE. And we put out an ALICE report, actually, every couple of years. We take the data from all of the parishes and all of the municipalities within those parishes, and we can pinpoint how many households are struggling and what it's taking for them to provide health care for their family, daycare for their children, transportation. All of those things come
Right.
into their survival budget.
Right.
And so we look at that and look at ways we can help them. And so a couple of the things that we do, we manage a program called Emergency Food and Shelter, and each parish is allotted a grant, and we manage that money in a way that we allocate those. And so Evangeline Parish receives so much of these funds, and we target, right now it's the emergency food and shelter money is going to the Evangeline Parish Community Action Agency. And in that program, they're able to help people who are struggling financially and who need shelter or who need food. And so we find that that's not just the working poor, but it's also the elderly or the
Yes.
disabled.
I know they usually have food for families, food for seniors. Was it once a month or so? They
Yeah.
have that program.
So that's one of the things that we do around here. We started a program called Community Resources Program. And what we've done with that, because everything sort of came together, the perfect storm, we had a warehouse available to us. And so we said, if we could fill this warehouse full of resources, in-kind donations, then we could shift those out the door quickly to all of the different agencies that are working with clients. And so while we don't, we take in the in-kind donations, we don't typically give them out to individuals. We give them out to a group who is working with clients around the community. And so we've partnered with the Walmart Distribution Center, and they give us like pallets of rejected items. The
Yes.
boxes are broken, or the barcode is wrong, or
Yes. I have a friend who works at the distribution center, and she says they do that all the time. And pretty much any like nonprofit can go and ask, and they'll do their best to help. And I just think it's wonderful that they do that.
Yeah. What makes it such a great partnership is that we have the space so that we can go in and get pallets of things, where a lot of nonprofits, they just don't have the place
Right.
to put them.
Right.
So what we do is we get them, and then we sort them, and then we make phone calls. Can you use this? We have so many pallets of diapers. We have this, we have that. And so the nonprofits then sign up with us, and they can come in and pick up the items. We just had a truckload of things come out yesterday to Evangeline Parish.
Yeah, I know Walmart's really, really good about doing that.
Yeah. And it's not just Walmart. We'll get donations from other places too. We were also able to utilize this program to help the hurricane victims for Ida and Laura, and get things trucked over there to those locations during their storms. So that's one of the things that Evangeline Parish certainly benefits from. During this whole COVID thing, which we're all tired of,
Yes.
but it really impacted so many areas of our lives. And so we were able to get grants to address all of the different things that were going on, whether it was supplies, cleaning supplies, whether it was masks, sanitizing, hand sanitizer. We worked with schools on getting things for the schools so they could get schools up and running. Whether it was laptops or whatever. So we utilized these funds to just go into those areas. We helped college students in this area get the things that they needed to do online and distance learning. And so it just was whatever the organizations needed, we were able to help them purchase.
That is so wonderful, and I'm glad that United Way exists.
Yeah. One of the things was Feed Your Neighbors. And what we did was we partnered with local grocery stores who were hurting. I mean, all the businesses were hurting because people weren't getting out. Yeah. So we, like Teet's Grocery in Evangeline Parish, and the local mom and pop grocery stores that are owned with them, and we bought food gift cards from them, thousands of dollars worth of food gift cards, and then we were able to distribute those among the people who had lost their income or lost their jobs or whatever. And so we still have that program going on. So a person can just go on our website and apply for that and fill out some questions.
That's great that you use the local stores. So you're helping them, with their business, so they wouldn't suffer too much. And then, yeah.
And then when local businesses were trying to rehire, they were having trouble hiring. And so we gave gift cards and packages of incentives to those employers to give to the new employees.
That's a really good
as
idea.
an incentive, So we're really cognizant on all of the levels, since that we could give from the business on down to the individual. And of course, we partnered with Second Harvest Food and did several food distribution drives all across the two parishes during COVID, and we're still, right now, we're giving out test kits, COVID test kits, to organizations and to individuals who need to have those tests at home. So those are some of the things that we're doing in those three areas.
Some of the things, that's a lot what you're doing.
Yeah.
That is a lot. Yeah.
But I do want to just emphasize that we can't do this by ourselves.
Right.
You wouldn't, by listening to me, you wouldn't think we are a two-man operation.
What?
We are a two-woman operation. And
There's only two of you in the office?
there's only two of us in the office. Half of us is sitting right here. Half of my staff is sitting right here. So it takes volunteers.
Yes.
It takes passionate, community helpers. And one of the things we have are women. I'm sorry, but women,
Yes,
it's in our DNA
it is. We're
to
the nurturers.
volunteer and to march together, affect change. And so we have a strong women's, initiative. So, and we're trying to, which I'm excited to say that we're trying to start one here in Evangeline Parish.
Well, how would somebody volunteer? We're about to go, and I could talk to you all day about the wonderful programs that you guys have, but how would someone get involved if they want to volunteer?
They can call our office, and that's that's my cell phone number, 337-942-7815. Or they can go on our website, and that's www.uwsle.org. And they can find out how they can join us. Our women's group is having a Women with Heart luncheon at the end of March, and they can get tickets for that. The proceeds help the Parton program. And so that kind of thing is what we want to get started in Ville Platte or in the Evangeline Parish area.
Wonderful. Ms. Ginger, thank you so much for
You're
being
welcome.
here. And I hope you come back and update us from time to time, because
Sure.
You definitely have an important organization. I can't believe it's only a two-woman, but, women, that's what our mayor say, Jennifer, girl power.
Yes, yes.
So thank you, Ms. Ginger Lecompte.
you.
I'm not going to say Lecompte, but Lecompte, Executive Director of St Landry Evangeline United Way, for being here.
Thank you so much.
You're watching Evangeline Mornings on UGN's Louisiana Television.
Hi, Jillian Dickerson here, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau serving Acadiana, and the new host of St Landry in the Afternoon, starting March 14th on UGN's Louisiana TV, spotlighting businesses and community activity in St Landry Parish. With the St Landry Chamber of Commerce, UGN Broadcasting, the Better Business Bureau of Acadiana. So go and follow Louisiana TV on Facebook or download UGN Broadcasting TV app on Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Android box, or all mobile devices. And get ready for St Landry in the Afternoon.
Be strong and courageous. That's the message Jesus has for you if you're injured or ill. Keep your eyes on Christ and let us at Fontenot Physical Therapy and Fontenot Physical Therapy West help you run the race. Fear is useless. Just trust in Jesus and let us help you have hope in your future. Have a happy new year, and God bless you.